Hey guys, Sir Loud here, and it is finally time. Battlefield 5's BR mode, Firestorm, has finally come out. As of today, it is March 25th. It is officially dropped on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. That being said, I wanted to make this quick video to let y'all know 5 tips that I've noticed in about my 4 or 5 hours of playing. The first thing I want to let you know is that dropping is completely normal. It's like almost every Battle Royale game except for Apex Legends. You start in a game of 64, and so far, the meta hasn't really kicked off yet. There are no hotspots. So for the most part, especially if you're playing solos, drop where you want, but make sure it's in a named location. These named locations are actually very well put together. So make sure you drop where you want to drop, but make sure it's in a named location. Otherwise, a lot of times you will be stuck out in the middle of nowhere with no gun and you will get popped and it will be hard. But for right now, there is actually no meta in this game that has a drop spot. There's no tilted towers, there's no skull town. The map is relatively balanced. Now, speaking of the map, this map, as you could tell earlier, is freaking huge. This map is no joke. But you have to make sure you pay attention where the circle is. When you drop, there will already be a predestination circle. This circle will not encompass the entire map. So wherever it starts, that's the only part of the map that you will be playing on. So make sure to take that into account when you drop and you're finding weapons. Because if you're in a very snowy area with a lot of hills and a lot of close quarters combat, you do not want to be picking up a sniper rifle unless you are just a baller with a sniper rifle. A lot of times, if you drop in a wide open field area, maybe you do want to go for that rifle. Maybe you do want to go for that sniper. So make sure you understand where you are on the map and have a good layout. It has a great topography system to show you the elevations around you. Make sure to use that to your advantage. Tip number 2, sound is your best friend, which is actually hilarious to say because if you've played Battlefield 5 before, you know that there is not very good sound system in the multiplayer. Footsteps were extremely quiet when the game came out, which made flanking a freaking breeze. That is not the case in Firestorm, and I'm happy for it. Footsteps are extremely loud. Not only that, but a lot of times opening loot crates, reloading your weapon, switching weapons will cause a lot of sound. So I would play this game with a headset or with your sound turned up as much as you can, and it will lead you to victory. I've had tons of kills already just from hearing footsteps or someone switching their weapon or picking up loot. Make sure you use that to your advantage. Also, if you're opening safes or there's these things called a vehicle stash. You will start opening it. It will make a loud noise alerting everyone in the area, hey, look at me. I'm trying to get the advantage over you. Make sure you know that because you do not want to give away your position in a very hot spot trying to find a vehicle. And then everyone turns their attention to you and kills you. You do not want that. So make sure that you know sound is your best friend. Tip number 3, take your time. Just take your time. This is a slower paced battle royale game. This isn't crackhead speed like Apex Legends. It's not Fortnite. It is slower paced. If you've played PUBG, it is closer to that, maybe a little faster. So you have tons, especially you have tons of time between each circle. Even towards the final circles, I was seeing myself have about a minute to a minute and a half on some of the last circles where we were basically touching butts with each other. So make sure you use that to your advantage and strategize. Slow your game down, figure out where the enemy is because this game has a quick time to kill. Even though they even boosted the health to 150, most rifles that you will find do about 34 damage a shot. So that's only 3 shots and you're down if you have no armor. And armor at the beginning only has 50. But that leads us to our next point. Tip number 4, make sure you understand armor in this game. It's a little different than normal. You will find a piece of armor. A lot of times it will be blue. It will have one chevron on it. That is a normal piece of armor. In order to use it, you have to equip it and actually use it. This will give you 50 armor to start with. But I bet you're wondering, hey, I've been killed by people who have full armor or 2 plates of armor. How do I do that? If I try to equip another piece of armor, it doesn't work. Well, these are actually separate loot drops. They come in different rarities of 2 chevrons and 3 chevrons. If you equip those, which takes a while to pick up off the ground, then you have higher armor count and then you can repair that armor with the little pieces of armor. Make sure you understand this because I was actually very confused at why I couldn't get higher armor, but I guess my loot drops just weren't that lucky. So make sure you understand the armor system in this game. But last but not least, guys, just play your game. If you like to go crazy, you go crazy. If you like to sit back and take it extremely slow, take it slow. Especially if you are a veteran in a Battlefield community like myself. Remember, this is a Battle Royale game before it is a Battlefield game. That is one thing that was hard for me to wrap my head around at first. I was trying to play it like my Battlefield style. And Battlefield, if you've ever played Battlefield with me, I like to go ham. I like to equip an SMG and a shotgun and just go to town. But that is not the case here. This is a battle royale game. You have to strategize. And I feel like DICE has done a really good job in implementing that slower paced battle royale methodical feel to it. So play your game, but also remember this is a traditional older style battle royale feeling to it. So make sure you keep that in mind. But that being said, guys, if this video helped you out, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like below, and if you didn't like it, leave a dislike. Tell me what you didn't like. If you have tips for some of the other people watching this video, go ahead and drop a tip in the comments below. But that being said, guys, if you want to see more content like this, I drop a lot of Let's Plays. I drop strategy guides like this. I plan on uploading a lot of Battlefield videos here soon, especially over Firestorm, because I'm having a blast with it. So if you want to see more of that, please hit subscribe down below. But that being said, guys, have a great one.